Hello, this is Dan from DozerWinchParts.com. Today, just wanted to talk briefly about winch maintenance. This winch, as you can see, was a Allied W5C that we've torn down for a rebuild, just waiting on some parts. But we've cleaned out the frame, but if you can see on this filter, that white stuff there on the edge, that's not grease. That's the milk. That's the oil that came out of this winch. A lot of water was in it, a lot of schmut, just no good. So all these winches in general, whether it's Allied, Hyster, Carco, you're gonna have some type of either canister filter like one of these, or a filter element like that one. It could be a paper filter. Here's a W6F we're tearing down. The Allied W8L, W6, and Danny, the W6G as well. Same aluminum. Is a G a spin on?
6G, I think it's different.
But this one here, inside this aluminum housing is where your filter is going to be. You want to be real careful with this aluminum in here. There's a hex nut on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it in there. Inch and a half. That's just aluminum. Don't put a pipe wrench on it. Long story short is it's brittle. It'll break. And if you break this housing, it's expensive to replace this whole thing. And there's been a lot of serial number changes and serial number breaks where they keep updating this upper section in here. So it can get costly to update that one. We stock the bottom half because that's the one that's more commonly going to crack if someone reefs on it too hard. But just keep an eye, you don't want to break that one. We stock the bottom half, which is really difficult to find. This upper half is the expensive section though. And sometimes you've got to, because there's about 3 different types of this lower part. And we can't stock them all because they've been discontinued. But keep an eye on that. Make sure you're changing your filters regularly. And make sure your oil, this is another winch. See that down there? That's what the oil looks like. This winch obviously was not very well taken care of. It was abused, ran hard, and put away wet, and it's going to end up a parts winch. So as you can see, it's got a dent there. This thing is going to get torn down, and the frame's going to get thrown away. So keep an eye on those. The mag screens, we showed those briefly. Where'd that mag screen go? Back over here. Oh, these are usually salvageable. The magnets you can see. Usually you're going to sit these in the solvent tank, clean them out real good, but eventually the epoxy that holds them together will fail. We sell replacements, but you want to keep track of these as long as you can because they're not cheap. So winch maintenance, stay on it. If you have questions about what oils go in your winch, give us a call. Every winch takes a slightly different oil. Some of them are hydraulics, some of them are more of a motor oil type. Here's that Carco this is a 120 PS we were working on. If you had a J120, the J120 filter has got a mag screen like this, kind of in this area underneath the plate above the PTO. On this winch, since it's a PS power shift where the pump and the accumulators is up here, the mag screen is going to be up underneath in the bottom. You can't see it here because you got to flip the winch over. But if you have questions about winch maintenance, looking for filters, where are they, how to get to them, what model, all that stuff, give us a call.